What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. We live in a country and an era where a white man, a white man could absolutely eviscerate a black man for being racist, xenophobic, and working with white supremacy, right, against his own people. Listen, this white guy, he light-skinned. They say this guy ain't white. Like I keep trying to tell you, white don't exist because there is not a single white person on this planet. As a matter of fact, everybody's literally everybody's literally the same color. Everybody on this planet is brown. Every human being is brown. Every single human being is brown, right? But that's the side part. I know people don't, common sense ain't common, right? But I want y'all to see how this brown man, this light-skinned brown man, serves up Jesse Lee Peterson. Now, Jesse Lee Peterson, he is an old school coon, all right? He's a caricature of a coon. I don't even know if this is his real personality. Like, does he act like this outside of his show? And he's gay, too, by the way. Keep in mind, the right wing, I need y'all to understand this. It's a sexual thing. The racist, right-wing, conservative portion of society are very gay. Very, 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 very gay, right? Aggressively, actively, sexually gay. The problem is they have to hold it in because they know society, conservative society, doesn't accept it. Therefore, they overcompensate with extra over-the-top manly activities and ideological thinkings and actions. Right? But they're super gay, right? And some of the femmy ones can't hide it. Like, the Speaker of the House, him, the Republican Speaker of the House, South Carolina, Lindsey Graham, he is fabulous. Everybody know he's fabulous. Like, he's fabulous. He don't get the title fabulous, though, because only fabulous gay people get fabulous. Like fabulous. Because Lindsey Graham's not fabulous. He's a piece of shit who happens to be gay and don't want to admit it. But fabulous are the ones that's cool, the cool gay people you can hang out with because they cool, you know what I mean? They throw great parties too. They don't fight that much all the time. That's just the truth. I'm just keeping it real, right? But most of these Republicans are fabulous, okay? But that's beside, I'm getting beside the point. Jesse Lee Peterson is a fabulous black, coonarian, conservative grifter because he gets paid to make racist white people feel very comfortable about their racism. Because if you take a black person and he's saying the same thing that racist people are saying, that means the racist people can be racist without having to be racist. You get it? Because if the black guy's saying it and the white guy's saying it, to them and from their perspective, they're not racist. They're just American. This is American. We're Americans talking about foreign people. We're Americans talking about crime and criminality and holding people accountable. We're Americans. You see that black guy and that Asian guy and that Indian guy? They all agree with me. We are all Americans. This is the only time we're Americans, by the way. When our rhetoric aligns with their ethno-nationalistic rhetoric. We're all Americans. This is a big American push movement against foreigners and crime and blah, 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 right? So that's how he gets paid. That's how Charleston White get paid. That's how Tariq Nasheed get paid. That's how all these coons get paid, right? They make white people feel comfortable because they say all the things white people wish they could say without being canceled, all right? Look what happens when white people repeat the same things that these black coon conservatives say. They get canceled. At least the ones that are not famous, because if you can monetize it, all right, you can find a way to monetize. You got to soften it up. You can't go full retard. You got to go half tard, right? You got to warm them up. We got to warm it up, right? Get them white people wet first before you enter, all right? And once you get them good, and then you can start entering and stroking your white supremacists at full blast, like a lot of these white grifters online right now, just like the Chud dude or whatever, And he had a little run for a little bit, but his coming to the end because he went extra ultra retard. He went actual retard. He went from playing a retard to being one because you got to be stupid to do the shit he doing, right? Anyway, let's enjoy. I always love it when I see a smart, intelligent, light-skinned human being school some of these coon conservatives on being detrimental to their own community. It's got to be something said when you need another person from another race to come and tell you that you're doing bad by your own race. That's insane. That's how far some of these coon grifters will go. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
If you're willing to make racists feel validated by defending segregation, by saying that slavery was okay, by defending the unholy you to Jesus that was the Confederacy, because you can't claim to love Jesus and love slavery. You can't claim to love Jesus and love segregation. But it's interesting because I really do believe when folks make the choice you've made to be an African American who celebrates cruelty against African Americans, there's a lot of racists who'll want to hear that. And I've seen your comments. Oh, hello, comment section on YouTube. Hey, guys, love you back. I mean, Jesse, come on now.
African American, by the way.
Jesse, you're here. You're here to make a white audience that isn't upset about racism not feel bad about racism. You defend evil things done to black folks, and you attack black folks who fought for justice. I believe that if they brought segregation back or slavery back, I know you would not defend it if it was here. This is your media shtick. But I know if you saw a woman or a man you loved being held in bondage, you would not consider that just.
Bring back. You
can say what you want, man.
Bring back my country to me.
The Confederacy wasn't your country, dude. That'll make the racists watching on YouTube happy,
I want my
Jess,
country back.
I don't even think you mean it.
No, honestly, I do.
Why do you say you follow Jesus?
What?
Why do you say you follow Jesus?
I didn't tell you I did that.
Excuse me?
I didn't say I follow
We've met before and you've told me you do.
I do, but I didn't just say that now.
And why should I believe someone in MAGA cares about anything Christ taught? Why should I believe someone who supports Donald Trump's agenda cares about any of the commandments of Christ or any of the teachings of Christ? Can you give me one teaching of Jesus that this man has fought for?
You said that...
Just one, Jesse, chapter and verse. Give me one teaching of Christ that Donald Trump is not the opposite of.
To protect the American citizen first.
That's not a commandment of Jesus.
Yeah.
No, Jesus doesn't mention America.
If you don't love at home first, how you going to love the world?
Give me a teaching of Christ that Trump has fought for.
Now,
we know he hates the Sermon on the Mount, right? You have to reject that.
What?
You have to reject Matthew 25.
You're not letting me tell you anything.
Give me one.
I'm going to give you one. To put home first.
Where's that? Jesus doesn't say put home first.
He does.
No, he doesn't. Jesus says the opposite of that.
I approve.
Give me the verse.
To admit you're wrong.
Dude, one teaching of Christ.
To love one another.
Jesse, give me one. Donald Trump doesn't love one. What are you talking about? You can't say that's a thing Trump has fought for. Hate is his brand, bro. Give me one teaching of Christ that this racist, filthy MAGA movement that has cops beaten on the Capitol steps for a goddamn lie, my friend. Give me one teaching of the Nazarene.
To love one another.
No, Jesse, that's not true.
Donald
Trump does not love Americans. No, he doesn't. Where was Barack Obama born?
Where's Barack Obama now?
Come on now. Donald Trump hates Americans. He said at Charlie Kirk's funeral. Jesse, come on. This is going to be boring for me if you're talking nonsense. Donald Trump hates liberals.
If he hated America, would he be putting America first?
He's not putting America first, dude. Hey, racist dudes, stop trusting billionaires, bros. Stop trusting billionaires, man. They sucker you. Rich people pay Fox people to make middle-class people blame poor people. That's the racket. Donald Trump cares. Listen, Donald Trump cares about himself. And listen, you know Donald Trump cares only about himself. New Yorkers know this. That was true in the first term. It's true now. You're going to be denying in 10 years that you voted for this guy, Jesse.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Jesse, give me one teaching of Jesus that he fights for. Come on. No, Jesse, that's not true. He had a ban on a whole religion entering the country. He hates Muslims. Unless they're rich and giving him money, then he will bury his face in a Muslim's lap if it's Prince MBS who killed a journalist. But if you're an ordinary Muslim, then the racism comes out. Come on. One teaching of Christ.
If Donald Trump did not love Jesus, the Great White Hope did not love America.
Let's talk about immigration. No. It's full of shit. Jesus, here's the God of the Old Testament. The God of the Old Testament. Hang on a second, man. God commands us to welcome the stranger.
Calm down for a minute. Hold on.
Jesse.
Hold on. We're screaming at each other.
We're not screaming at all, my friend.
I know, but hold on.
Give me one teaching of Jesus, man.
Hold on.
Jesse.
If I want to ask you something, and then I come back to that.
No, you can't do it.
I just told you one. Do you want two?
Love your neighbor. You think Donald Trump loves Democrats, dude?
If Donald Trump
even the racists who watch your show know that's crazy. They like Trump because he hates guys like me so much.
If Donald Trump did not love America, would he be deported into illegal aliens?
Okay, Donald Trump is the only president who have hired illegal aliens.
You're not answering the question.
Hired them in 2 centuries. Do you guys know that watching? Donald Trump, undocumented immigrants, built Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue, and he hired them to work at Bedminster when he was president. No, he's a racist, dude. He doesn't give a shit about America.
If Donald Trump did not love America, would he be deporting illegal aliens?
No. If he loved American workers, he wouldn't have hired them in the first place. See, here's the deal. Here's the racket.
You're not answering the question.
Jesse, there is no wall we can build that's big enough to hide the help wanted sign America has at our border. And your listeners, your viewers know this. They cross over the border because white guys like Donald Trump give them jobs. Now, the God of the Old Testament commands us to welcome the stranger and says we must treat the alien as our own. Christ in Matthew 25 says, the way individuals and nations treat the stranger is how they'll be judged, heaven or hell. So why should I listen to Donald Trump and reject God and Jesus? Tell me why.
Amazing.
Tell me why Donald Trump is better than God and Jesus, Jesse.
If Donald Trump did not love America, would he be deporting illegal aliens?
That's a ridiculous question. Donald Trump does not love America. No, he's deporting people because...
The Democrats didn't deport the illegal aliens.
Yes, they did. Barack Obama. Joe Biden deported more people by this time last year than Trump has.
Deported some,
Obama did too. But again, Jesse,
you're not answering the question.
If they cared about the problem, they'd lock up the white folks doing the hiring. Jesse, every time they go and lock up, they go and attack like a meat packing plant, and they say, oh, they got 400 illegals. I don't call them illegals, by the way. I call them Christian refugees. Sorry, racists. Every time they'd go and round up a bunch of people, Jesse, they never arrest the white guys in the back counting the money. They never go after the guys like Trump who give out the jobs. That's how you guys know it's a racket. That's how you know they're playing you for a racist sucker. They'll go after the poor brown people who do the work. They won't go after the white people who do the hiring, Jesse.
Are you referring to Democrats too? Well, they
yes, Democrats do this too. It's all bullshit. Right. We're all part of the same hypocrisy. So, Jesse, give me one. Why is Donald Trump right and God and Jesus are wrong?
I ask you, if Donald Trump did not love America, would he be deporting illegal aliens?
No, if Donald Trump loved America, he would make billionaires pay more in taxes, not give them a tax cut. Donald Trump is throwing 20 million poor and disabled Americans off of Medicaid by early 2027. He does not love America, Jesse. He had cops beaten on the Capitol steps for a lie. He loves himself.
If Donald Trump did not love America, would he be deporting illegal aliens? Yes or no?
That question makes no sense.
It does. It makes a lot
it doesn't. No.
Answer. You see, it makes sense once you answer.
He's not making America better by deporting
That's not the question.
Undocumented immigrants.
If Donald Trump didn't love America, would he be deporting?
Give me one teaching of Jesus that Trump fights for.
I gave you one.
You did not. He doesn't love his neighbor like himself. If he was, he wouldn't be. Then why is he deporting them, bro?
They're illegal.
Why is he deporting them?
They're illegal.
Where does the Bible say that? Jesus commands us welcome the stranger. No goddamn asterisks, my friend.
He didn't tell you welcome the illegal
Why do you
alien?
hate Jesus so much, Jesse? This is the thing. Right-wing Christianity. Y'all don't fight for. No. You don't fight for Jesus, man. We've done this like 5 times now. You don't fight for anything Christ talked about. I've never heard you talk about helping the poor. I've never heard you talk about how we as a society have to help the sick. Right-wing Christianity fights for power. Conservative Christian power. Not for God, not for Christ, not against Satan. Y'all don't fight for religious freedom. It's because y'all think you should control everything. God likes you better, but you don't fight for the stuff Christ talked about. Give me one teaching of Jesus he fights for.
I gave you one already, but
you
let
did
me
not,
ask.
sir.
Let me
if
ask.
he loved people, he wouldn't be deporting them.
One more time. If Donald Trump did not love America, would he be deporting illegal aliens?
If Donald Trump loved Jesus, would he be deporting people?
I didn't ask you about Jesus.
But he doesn't love Jesus, and he doesn't love America.
If Donald Trump did not love America, would he be deporting illegal aliens?
Your question is flawed because Donald Trump hired them in the first place. He's the only president we've had who's hired undocumented immigrants because he doesn't want to pay a living wage to American workers, and he's done it in 2 different centuries. Again, dude bros, if they wanted them to stop crossing the border, they'd lock up the employers. They won't do that, Jesse. They're not serious. They don't want them to stop crossing.
That is amazing.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.